Okay, is this working? I think it is. Right. So we've got another live stream of my quest, my sewing goal to sew with Vintage Burda in 2020. Right. So today we're going to be looking at this fantastic lilac beauty from December 1969. So I only have two issues from from the 1960s, and that was the July 1961, and this one's the 1969 one. Okay, so I was very lucky to find this on eBay again because the auction was finishing at a really crazy time. I think it was finishing at 1 a.m. UK time, and so I was lucky to pick it up. But usually these were going for really expensive amounts. Okay, so here we go. And there's like a letter from Anne Burda, which apparently she used to do at the beginning of every single magazine. And right off the bat, we've got some lovelies, late 60s, early 70s. I gotta say, because this is December 1969, some of the styles are more 70s in theme, which I absolutely love. But we've got, I think this is a knit fabric, and it's got a placket and a tiny little high collar there. It's very nice, very, very nice. And this one is available in a size 38 to 40 and a 42, 44. Okay. And then, this one has got some amazing coat patterns, just so you know you've been warned. Some amazing coat patterns. And I mean, look at that. Look at that. I love how, I don't know what the technical term is for that, but it's like you've got the buttons on both sides, and then you've got a strap that has got the buttonholes to hold it closed together. Awesome. Look at that fur trim. Loving that fur trim. And then you've also got partner tops as well. So you've got a man's shirt and a woman's shirt. I gotta say, I would love to try this for my husband because this is a 60s style shirt. So it's got the proper 60s style collar, which would be fun to see. And there's also like a man's kind of like a jacket, but without a lapel over there. And it's quite nice to see that they used to do men's sewing patterns as well. And I love this. This is like my favorite one. Would you look at that? Look at that cape. Look at how epic that is. So that hood looks like it's got more than, I think it probably has got 3 pattern pieces in order for it to create that perfect spherical feel. And then it's got this huge welt opening for you to stick your arms through. And there is a patch pocket. Now, you can't really see this detail, but this pocket isn't a rectangle. It's sort of like more like a trapezium, because the pocket sides sort of angle out. Fantastically beautiful detail. And then you've got like a pea coat style, double-breasted. Again, amazing. Now this takes the cake. Look at that. It reminds me of those James Bond from the 1960s, I guess, some of these styles. And then you've got just a lovely simple top here with a drop shoulder. And there's some knitting and crocheting patterns. So you've got a pattern for this oversized scarf here. And then, yes, so this is what I was saying, that you kind of get a pseudo 70s vibe from this, which isn't surprising because this is 1969 after all. But check this out. I love the idea of this 2-piece suit, and they've used a magenta color, which just speaks to my heart because I love jewel tones. And look at that statement necklace. Absolutely fabulous. And then you've got another lacy 2-piece suit, but this time it's a skirt and a top. And this is just really fantastic. And another 2-piece again. Love the way that they're using the trims on here. Do you know, you guys, Vintage Burda is amazing. I think I'm definitely converted to vintage sewing with Vintage Burda. And then you've got some embellishment details here for stuff that you can do. And how adorable this dress. Center front button. Placket, and then you've got like some gently fluted sleeves over there, and a lovely curved v-neck. Amazing, absolutely amazing. And then you've got, so this one is in a size 36 It's not often I see a size 36. Most of the time they start from the 38, 40. And then this one's available in a 42. But yeah, it's just some really beautiful styles. And then you've got this glitter crochet dress, if you're so inclined to do the crochet. And then you've got some patterns for like a dressing gown. This reminds me of, what's that song? What's that music? Grease. And when they're doing the sleepover scene, kind of reminds me of that. Anyway, moving on, we've got another two-piece suit here, again, which has got like a kaftani style top and wide leg trousers. Love it. Love it. I really, the more I see this, the more I'm kind of like, I need to make myself a two-piece set. And again, you've also got those one-directional pleats that I think they create a very nice and interesting feature. Again, fantastic. And then you've got ads. There's lots of ads. Now this, guys, oh, do you know what? It's black and white, so we can't really see the line drawings, but I'm just going to grab a pencil so that I can, not a pen, it's my kid's unicorn pen, so that I can kind of try and point them out to you. Okay, so this top, right, this kaftan top has got a seam line, a princess seam line that goes down like this, and it slants down like that, and then you have a Dior dot over here. I love that. This is amazing, and it's got the wide leg trousers. It's in a size 46, and then you've got this one, which is very 70s. You can see that by this time they'd already started transitioning to that bell bottom size, but this one is in a knit fabric and party pants. Yeah, love it. And then we've got some more, I think it's he, she look, partner look. And you've got some knit tops. How lovely is that? It's like, oh, that's such a cute dress, actually. Really cute. And it's in a 38-40. I love the bishop sleeve. Love the bishop sleeve. And then there, if you've bought fabric and you've got excess fabric, you don't know what to do with it, make something for your partner. Make something for your partner. Fantastic. And also, for she and for he, lovely aprons in a patent leather fabric, and you've got some hats, and you've got some knitted tops as well. So there's a lot of stuff. Oh, and then you've got some traditional, I think it's called piroshka. May have that wrong, but it's like a party look thingy. But this looks amazing, absolutely amazing. And look at how they were so inclusive of the guys as well, adding in so many patterns for the guys. And then you've got some knitted patterns for the hats, a crochet pattern to make a crochet dress, which I recently was reading on Harper's Bazaar, and one of the things that they were saying was that crochet stuff is kind of going to be on trend. I don't know, but yeah. Love this, love this. And then you've got this hat pattern, and look at that. Center front seam, and then you've got a tiny little opening and a little tie neck details. The details are absolutely gorgeous. And you've got a simple sweater dress with a V-neck. Beautiful, beautiful. You just update the pictures, and these could be today's pictures. Oh, and I love this. This is like a men's top, which doesn't have a collar thing necessarily. Again, this reminds me so much of Roger Moore's James Bonds and things like that. And then you've got pajamas, and check out this guy doing his best blue steel. I was just like, you, sir, you get the award for the person who showed up. You know, he definitely showed up and he did his job. Amazing stuff. And then you've got like, I think they used to call these smoking jackets. I think that's what they used to call them. But yeah, so many stuff for the guys in this issue. So many things for the guys. And then we've got cute little jacquard style dress. How adorable is this detail here? I'm not sure whether that's a belt or that's actually sewn on, but I love that. Absolutely love it. And then you've got a cute sweetheart neckline with these puffed sleeves. Oh, guys, there's so much inspiration in these issues. Gosh, guys, when I started doing this video, it was beautiful and sunny outside, but you can now hear the sound of the hailstorm. But yes, that's right, Crystal. Look at those tights. How amazing is that? Great outfit. And then you've got your gold platform shoes. And even if you check this out as well, look at that belt, how it's been made with the lace trim. And it just kind of feels to me like back in the day, they used to go over and above to really personalize their outfits, which is pretty awesome. And then you've got an apron. I was about to say recipe there, an apron pattern, so to speak. And then you've got some more nightwear stuff. So a nice little, is this a kimono? I can't tell. No, not a kimono, like a dressing gown or a nightgown. But it's got a trouser set. Oh, corded phones, guys. And then you've got some crochet patterns. So basically everything was covered. Oh, I really loved this because this is your classic boucle fabric, the one that's used for your typical Chanel suits, but they've made it into this almost vest-like top, and it's been layered off this beautiful blouse. And I love that. I was just like, this is something that I could get down with. And just look at that detail of those buttons and look at that pattern matching across that. It is such a beautiful suit. It's a beautiful two-piece suit. And even though it's in black and white and you can't really see what, colorways this is, it is still gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I just want to point this out here. You have got a twisted cord that's been sewn on as an edge finish, and that ties up here to create a feature. Recently, I did a post about the Oscars 2020 red carpet looks because I really love that sort of thing. And one of my favorite things was there were a few Chanel and Givenchy gowns that used the twisted cord as a belt for an accessory, and it was just gorgeous. And obviously, those guys have been reading Vintage Burda Magazines. That's where they got the idea from. Okay, and then we've got a beautiful 70s style sleeve, trumpet sleeve here, and it's got a self-made belt. And there's another, look at that, they're definitely doing a thing with the twisted cord. And this one's even got a tassel to it. Pretty awesome. And then there's a feature on bags. And there's as well some crochet. These are crochet patterns where you can make squares. And for all you people who are on Ravelry, and you love your knitted textiles as well. And then we've got, I gotta say, these things, they give me nightmares. Look at that face. I will not be making that. Absolutely not. But some good ideas for some hobby makes here. There's some cute little things if you wanted to sew make. Oh, how adorable is this little elephant? That is so cute. If my kitties were still like babies, I'd definitely be making that. But you see how everything was covered. It was like, every potential stage of a woman's life was covered, And then you've got some tableware, just pretty awesome. And hey, Carol, sneaking a look at work. That's what we like. And yeah. Oh, and then there was this, which is really, really cute. And it's like a crafty detail for, these are the things that they used to hold up lederhosen. And I think that this is in Bavaria, the Bavaria area of Germany. I really like that. That's so cute. So a lot of crafts covered. And then the kids section was absolutely adorable in this. So just look at that. And look at that little pinafore dress with the pockets and the little buttons over there. And it's got a zipper. So I think that pinafores with zippers at the front are absolutely so easy to use for young kids. It gives them the autonomy to, dress themselves and undress themselves. So that's pretty cool. It's just like so cute. So cute. And how cute is this? You've got the solid red and then you've got the check. And then this one is kind of like on a bias. Absolutely love it. And this, how adorable is this? So my husband's family, they've got pictures of their, family going back from like the 60s, 70s, and 50s and the 40s. And I just remember seeing a picture of my sister-in-law, and I think it must have been like in 71 or 72. And honestly, it's exactly like this with this super short dress and the stockings and the cute little Mary Janes. Absolutely adorable. You see, there's another. I'm not sure why the dresses were like super short like this. I don't know. I think they were wearing shorts underneath, possibly. And then you've got like a cute little game here. So let's see what else we have. And then we kind of have the younger kids, teens issue. And now look at that. Look at adding that as accessory of a band all the way there with the buttons, and it works with the stripes. I mean, I would do that. And then you've got a nice simple dress that's got an elasticated waist over here. And look at the detail on this dress. Look at that little tab. This reminds me of some of those Vogue designer patterns, the Paris originals from the 60s that have these like tabs and buttons to them. Oh, do you know, guys, every time I browse through these magazines, I really feel like I'm just going to stop everything else I'm sewing right now and just focus on sewing with vintage sewing magazines. That's what I feel like every time. And then we've got those cute 60s style dresses again. Just look at those little details. Look at those little details. Absolutely love it. And then you've got a tutorial here on how to add a trim to it. And that's what we have with this 1969 issue from December. Oh, hang on, sorry. There is more, guys. There is more. How to do some paper crafts. There's a big ad over there. Okay, for a moment there, I thought that was IKEA. And then you've got like an agony ant thingy, and you've got adverts. And also another nice thing is actually seeing these adverts give you a really good snippet into the history of our times, basically. And you've got your recipe cards. But in terms of the sewing stuff, that's it. That's what we have with the sewing. And that is pretty awesome. Overall, a super inspiring issue. And I love most of the things that are in here. I'm still sewing up the dress from the July 1969 issue, so I can't actually commit at this moment in time to what I could sew up, but I just wanted to show you some of the line drawings of the things that I absolutely loved. So there was that hooded cape. Yes, you see? Oh, look at that. Look at the line detail on that. And look at how complex the pattern pieces are. Do you know this would be a fun thing to make? This would be an absolutely fun thing to make. And it's also got that very style. But I really wanted to show you that amazing two-piece tunic dress that had the Dior darts and the pocket. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. See if we can get you to focus. But I don't know if you can you see that? It's so hard to say. But yeah, it's got this slanty seam line over there. I think that's really quite nice. But yeah, and then you've got the patterns for the hats, and for that, and for that. And I'm always wearing hats, so that's definitely something that I'll check out. And you've got the patterns for the cute little dolls. They just had everything, absolutely everything. Okay, so this is what we have. And if you want to get a direct comparison of what the pattern sheets look like compared to what we have now, I did in my previous post for the July 1969 browse through. So for the time being, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back next time with the first of my 70s ones, which are such a big treat. And until I see you next time, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to use the hashtag so that I can be inspired by your makes, your processes, and your projects and your plans to do with sewing vintage Burda magazines in 2020. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.